Okay, sports fans, we've glued the shaft on. It's looking pretty nice and smooth, the join, right? There's a bit of glue there on there, but I can rough that up a little bit of sandpaper. But the main thing is the join. As you can see, it's very smooth, right? It's very smooth. I got a little bit of glue here on the thing from my finger, but I can just rough that up with a bit of sandpaper or just smooth it out. Hang on, we've not got the nice thing there. But you can see now I'm just give it some support with the sticky tape. The extra, because I feel this, see how it's drying. Because around this side, there is a gap, and I'll just fill that gap. But don't don't put the glue on the seam here, because if you glue that seam, you won't be able to, when you want to undo it, the two halves won't come apart. And if they do get stuck, where's my finger? If they do get stuck, you'll have to drill a hole at the apex, at the cross point of the two seams, so you can take it apart. But if you don't put glue on there, you should be right. But you can see how even around the back, look how nice that curve is. Look, like really nice. And just a little bit of fine sandpaper, I can make that. You virtually not even see the seam there, right? Certainly not as noticeable as the seam that is manufactured there. No, I mean, it has to be there like that, but it'll be, less noticeable. And then, of course, the buttons. I've altered none of the buttons. They all work perfectly still, right? All I've done is just taken a bit of the meat out, this here out of the shaft, this, and just lowered it down. And I'm very happy with the result. It'll be tough. It'll be tough, especially with the gap that I'm going to fill in. The filling gap will even make it tougher. Maybe if it was perfectly joined, it would definitely need the stays. I didn't put the stays in. If it does break off, I'll put stays in. But I don't think it's going to, because I got that gap. You can see a gap there. When I fill that gap in, that's going to be extra. Like as if you were welding a plate, you have a gap to fill in with the weld. You just don't butt it 100%, then just weld a little bit over the top. You fill in the valley. So I'll be filling in the valley, and it's the same just in here and possibly in there. I've got another valley fill. So I'm very happy with that result. And I tell you what, it's going to give me great control. And about the Logitech, I like the Logitech over the Thrustmaster. The Thrustmaster has a lot of play in the travel. It's got a lot of travel play. I don't like it. This has got a very tight spring, and a little movement does a lot. And I like that. I like a little movement does a lot, and the spring tighter. I don't like the sloppiness in the Thrustmaster joystick. So I like this Logitech. And now that I shorten the handle, it's going to be it's going to be way better. Because the problem is, when you got to operate these buttons and you're holding up here, is you have no control. You got no base for your arm unless you made some arm rest, right? So I put the foam here. So I come in and my hand's resting on something already. So it's already stationary, like holding a bow when you shoot a bow and arrow. So now I made this smaller, shorter. I have even more control, because now my whole hand can just rest there like this. And then when there's a shot, I can finally adjust that shot with the joystick and the rudder pedal. No, wobbly, like, yeah, up here like this, it's all wobbly. Yeah. And there's a secret. I don't want to get shut down extra than I already am, but there's a secret. I guess people know. But anyway, so it's looking good.